and who should be held accountable for the results and actions, Baker said. On Thursday evening, homes erupted in flames across 3 towns, consumed by more than 60 suspected gas fires. It looked like Armageddon. It really did. Andover Fire Rescue Chief Michael B. Mansfield said. One house in Lawrence exploded, sending the chimney flying. It crashed into a nearby car, fatally wounding a teenager who was inside. Can you imagine that? What are the odds of that? What are the odds? You're sitting in your car, you're on your cell phone, maybe, I don't know, he's a teenager, who knows what he's doing? But it's probably on his cell phone, right? Texting. And all of a sudden, wham! Piece of the chimney comes crashing down on the car. Cue up Dr. John. Right place, wrong time, man. That's bad situation. I mean, the families, the family of that kid is going to be scratching their heads. Like, what just happened? How did this happen? I mean, if you're not a Christian at that point, you're probably headed to church pretty quickly, because that's about as bizarre and random as it gets. Lionel Rondon, 18, and 2 of his friends were in the car. So he was hanging out with his buddies when the debris struck. His family told CNN affiliate WHCH he later died at the hospital. Wow. That's so intense. And then there are the 2 friends in the car, or the truck. I guess it was a car. I don't know why it's about a truck. Anyway, in the car. And there are 2 friends there. What are they thinking? They're like, what the hell just happened? And why did he die? I mean, that's a movie unto itself, right? Let alone these explosions happening in 3 towns. Also in Lawrence, a boiler inside Ranam's house caught fire. He told CNN affiliate WCVB. It's kind of a cool name, isn't it? Ranam. Ranam. I like that. You could even trill it. Ranam. What is it? Ranam. That'd be a name I could take. Maybe I should ditch Robert Phoenix. Become Ranan. This is Ranan in the Friday FARcast. Welcome. Minutes later, he said he heard a loud booming sound from his neighbor's house. 3 people rushed out. About 25 people, including 2 firefighters, were wounded, officials said. This has been an overwhelming event, Mansfield said. I've been in the fire service for almost 39 years, and I've never seen anything like this in my entire life. Gas technicians and first responders went door to door reviewing thousands of homes in Lawrence, Andover, and North Andover, and shutting down gas mains. Officials were also shutting down power in the 3 towns. Massachusetts State Police said Thursday evening, which confirmed at least 70 responses to fire, explosions, and gas soda reports. About 18,000 customers were without power. The blazes left 8,000 people unable to go home Thursday. Middle school in North Andover and the senior center in Andover were set up for evacuees, according to state police. Schools were being closed Friday in Lawrence and Andover. All state officials in the 3 towns were also closed, and non-emergency employees were told to stay home. Non-emergency employees, stay home. That's crazy. This is what I found to be crazy. Here you've just been in an area, in a neighborhood, where shit is blowing up, and they're telling you to stay home. Really? If you're living in that area, are you going to stay home? I'm not going back for at least a week. I'm getting in my car. I'm getting some things that are really important, documents, whatever, and I'm going to the ocean. I'm going to Cape Cod. I'm not staying home. All state offices in the 3 towns are also closed to non-emergency employees. Stay home. Your neighborhoods have been turned into a rung of hell. Please, stay home. Okay. Somebody in the chat room could tell me if that's a really good idea. Convince me that's a good idea to stay home. I want to know. Maybe I'm overreacting. I don't think I am. Let's see. The NTSB. I'd say, man, NTSB's getting involved here. Federales sent a team Friday to investigate what appears to be multiple explosions involving natural gas pipelines in the Merrimack Valley area of Massachusetts. NTSB Chairman Robert Sumwalt said. Sumwalt said his agency would look at the design of the pipeline system. Any maintenance or upgrades being done or in process of being done on the pipeline, the integrity management system of the pipeline operator, Columbia Gas. We'll look at the emergency response, the system safety program of the pipeline operator. Our mission is to find out what happened so we can learn from it and keep it from happening again, he said. Great. Of course. What else do you think your mission is? Our mission is to go there and fuck around, go to titty bars, and have some clams and seafood because we're in Massachusetts. And we'll get around to this and maybe we'll find out what happened. But that's really, of course, it's your mission. Thousands can't go home. Information about the full extent of the damage was not immediately available Thursday night, and authorities cautioned it was far too early to speculate on the cause of the explosions. Earlier Thursday, before the fires broke out, the utility company that services the area announced it would be upgrading natural gas lines in neighborhoods across the state. Okay, so they were announcing they were going to upgrade. What does that mean? Were they in the process of the upgrade? Was it a CYA moment? That's an interesting detail. Weather permitting, work will take place Monday through Friday, Columbia Gas said in another statement. Andover, North Andover, and Lawrence were included in the planned projects. Gas service has been interrupted for 250 customers in Lawrence last month due to a line hit by a third party, according to the company. It's unclear if that incident was related to Friday's fire and explosions. Third party? Really? So did somebody go in and dig and hit a line? Is that what happened? Did they not cover it up? What's going on here? Who is said third party? Because they probably know that third party was. Pictures here, of course, make it look like the end of the world. People with respirators, masks on. The governor said he urged Columbia Gas to develop a comprehensive safety inspection plan. Oh boy, good idea, Governor. Good idea. If I was governor, what would I say? I would be the most frank governor in the United States. I would say, you better find out what fucking happened or you're all going to lose your jobs. That's what I would say. Clearly. Lawrence Mayor Daniel Rivera said residents won't be allowed to return home until crews inspect every home and make sure there are no more gas. Okay, so some people can't go home and other people have to stay home. What's up with that? We're not sure that's going to be anytime soon. Make plans to release now and this time tomorrow, Rivera said Friday. The explosions and emergency response caused Amtrak to cancel 4 train routes between Boston and Maine. In a statement Friday, Columbia Gas said crew members are working to restore power with the help of other utility companies. Some of these houses look completely... I mean, it's like bombs hit these. I swear to God, was like bombs hit these houses. This is not insignificant. Wow. Our thoughts are with the community and everyone impacted by yesterday's tragic incident. We are focused on providing as much support as possible to our customers and residents and communities, the company said in the statement. Columbia Gas also said it's working with officials to investigate this incident and to understand its cause. So what do you think? Do you think that somebody compromised the gas lines? Well, clearly, if a third party was involved, that answer would be yes. Now, to what extent they were compromised, we don't know. It could have been somebody hitting a gas line, maybe they're doing construction. We don't know. But I'll bet you they do know. And it's going to be interesting to see who or what the identity of that third party is. If it is indeed released to the public. And if you're somebody that's living in this area, God help you. And it's pretty random in some ways. Like I'm looking at this one photo on CNN. And here's a house. I mean, it's just completely collapsed. And the irony is that they've got solar panels on their roof. It's totally ironic, I swear to God. They've got solar panels on their roof. And a gas line blows up their house. These people, it looks like they've got like a Honda Element in their garage. I mean, these are environmentally conscious people. It looks like they hadn't mowed their lawn for a while. They were into natural, kind of a natural thing. The house right next to it, standing up. Their garage, which is right next to the house, and it looks like a little grandmother cottage right next to it, still standing up. Seems very localized, to be honest with you. Wow. So I just wanted to get in that third party piece around the explosions. Let's check in with the old chat room. If you go to the ocean, they might just stir up another hurricane real quickly and head in your direction. Maybe that's the case. Maybe that's the case. Maybe that's what would happen. Or maybe there'd be a shark attack by the beach. Would that be crazy? That would be an amazing plot for a movie. That every place a person goes, they're like into a new disaster, right? And they're trying to escape these disasters, and every place they go to, disaster follows them. And then they get it in their brain, right? They figure it out, that they're like this disaster magnet. So then they go to Washington, D.C., and then that's the end of the movie. Wouldn't that be a good movie? That'd be a funny movie, I think. Hey, my goal here is to get a lot of subscribers on this channel. Because I've been told that by doing videos on YouTube, you get lots of subscribers. I think I'm just going to put QAnon also in my subject line every day. And I won't even talk about QAnon, but I'll put it in my subject line. Maybe I'll mention QAnon for 5 minutes, 2 minutes. I'm here to game the system now. I'm going to hack the system because I'm max headroom. I'm fractal. I'm in the system. I'm in the matrix. So I wanted to bring that up. Keep your eyes on that. Sounds fishy to me. Clearly, I'm sure QAnon has something to say about it. Maybe all those houses were targeted. And it was all a way to take out part of the resistance. Maybe. What else is going on out there? There's a lot. There's a lot happening. A lot happening. You know, I was on WND yesterday. I think it's WorldNet Daily. WorldNet Daily, World News Daily. It's the FARA website. And you know, it's conservative. It's like, you know, hierarchically, there's like Breitbart, and then there's WND, Joe Farah. You know, both of them are aligned with the Zionists, total Zionist news source. But you get some interesting stuff in there that is somewhat on the I wouldn't say it's conspiratorial, but you